Climate crisis is a child rights crisis. We all get to know and witness that the climate crisis is actually pushing young people and children to more than they can adapt. This draws me to empowering girls and young women. We urge the government to design and implement programs that empower young women and girls, ensuring their participation, access to quality education, healthcare, and opportunities, thereby creating a more equitable and resilient society. Adding to this, women and young girls are on the front lines of the climate crisis. Therefore, I plead that they should be on the front lines of the climate solutions. Point number 2 is nationwide climate change campaigns. Launch inclusive social behavior change communication and advocacy campaigns to raise awareness about climate change and its impacts to drive climate action. To add on to that, I would like to conclude by saying that we the youth are actually the people who have done the least to create the climate crisis, and yet we are on the front lines of this crisis. I believe that young people, we do understand the urgency of the problem. Therefore, when it comes to nationwide climate change campaigns, we can actually play a big role towards this.
Create a fund and provide easy access that support young entrepreneurs, especially young women, to create green jobs and eco-friendly business ideas. The government should provide funds to young entrepreneurs who are trying to work at the same time saving the environment. The government can create green jobs and business ideas like craft making out of recycled items, and the government should create a direct path to accessing funds.
Climate crisis can actually affect child rights in the way that if a lot of natural resources are cleared out, it will bring about like drought, floods, which will affect students, which will affect young children and the young youth from going to school. That's the fact that we need to put more emphasis on protecting these natural resources. Also, going into a livable planet, immediate action need to shift renewable energy sources, improving the air quality, transforming industrial agriculture and fisheries, protecting biodiversity, and ensuring access to clean water. This eventually, when we do protecting the biodiversity, this one also to eventually help us have a cleaner environment.
Adaptation and resilience building remains critically underfunded and under-resourced, yet they go a long way in saving and protecting lives. Climate financing with a child lens include child-responsive measures, especially in climate finance, address intergenerational equity by prioritizing children who are already experiencing the worst effects of loss and damage in their communities.